Okay, folks, we're back. The stream is running, and we have PEI in the green, the dark green, and in the white and green, New Brunswick. And we have Emrys from New Brunswick joining us. Thank you very much, Emrys.
Yeah,
guest commentator.
It's pretty exciting. I've never commentated before, but should be a good game here. It's been a good day of rugby so far, and the weather's held off nicely. So we have like a just kind of a cool breeze coming through, which is good weather for rugby. So
it's fantastic right now.
Yeah. So hopefully it keeps the girls' blood pumping and keeps them cool while we keep seeing a lot of mobile rugby from these teams, I think. And we're underway. An immediate kickback, which is a great idea. Nine's off and running. This looks a bit dangerous here if they can get it outside. Breaking a few tackles. It's a great gain off the kick for PEI. Decent ball speed. And we're at the gain line again. Good recycling here again from PEI. Great steal. Very quick there. That's Mariah Pratt on a steal there. MB's looking to something to do, speed it up here. Lucy Burrows on the break. Gets caught up at a little small gain for NB, and they look like they're working with some momentum now. Ball's out, and they're looking to narrow the defense a little bit first before they get expansive. Another little go from the 10 there on NB. Still making good gains. Another good contact by PEI, though. They're staying in it and they're staying organized, so they're making it very hard on NB right now. But the ball retention's quite good. Forwards from NB are getting through a lot of work. There's a big contact there. Big contact there. Pulling through. It's great ball speed, too, if we can move it. Another good tackle from PEI, though. They're staying really well organized under pressure. And there's the call. Just a little ill discipline at the breakdown there, but PEI really was showing some good stuff there in terms of staying organized on defense. So definitely was putting the NB. Oh, got to cut short there because our kick
stayed in.
Yeah, stayed in there, and PEI's off and running a little bit if they can get organized. Ball's moving out, but it's being covered decently. Couple steps, because a couple beaten defenders there, and it's a decent return on what should have been an NB lineout. Another good run, another good fumbling run. We're on the gain line again. There is a PEI player down in the middle of the field there, so we'll see if it ends up going to play. This is actually probably really smart to get it out of bounds, but we are outside the 22, so it's going to come straight back. So would have been a good idea to get behind them there. Not a bad idea on the kick, just not executed to the way they probably wanted it.
You sure you haven't done this before?
No, I just watch a lot of rugby. And unfortunately, I'm an England fan, so I'm usually sitting in front of my chair going like, I can't believe this is happening. They should be doing this. They should be doing that. So maybe I just feel like I know more than I know.
You're doing really well.
Thank you, sir.
Emrys. Thank you so much.
It's actually a really good view up here, so I'm actually kind of glad I got voluntold to do it.
It's great.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It is the best seat in the house. There is no question.
You see here, we're doing a standard 5. We're looking to go middle here. Yeah, clean line out, good throw. And we're already on the gain line, so this is really good from MB. Yeah, they're on the break here. If they can keep the speed up, it's looking dangerous. Another good gain, a really good gain. They're putting a ton of pressure on the PEI line right now. Great ball movement, and it's on the outside there too, a little break. Broken tackle, we're just short of the try line. Very hard to see in the corner. It looks like it is going to go to ground. It's not going to be held up, so MB retains. And we're very close to the line here. MB's going to want to just keep it tight and just look for a broken tackle for sure. They're still working it around, keeping it slow ball. They're just looking for that broken tackle and a big hit. That's a big carry, too. It could end up being held up. Yeah. I can't tell. Yeah,
penalty
held up.
Or held
that
up?
Is held up. Yeah, okay. Well, couldn't tell at first. It was a longer whistle, so I thought maybe he was giving it. But great job from PEI just staying in it and not being faltered really by the pressure that MB was putting on offense there. Because the ball speed was really good from MB. So you could just see they're just gaining and gaining and gaining. So a really good stoppage from PEI. They do need a good kick here to relieve some pressure and get it at least close to half if they can. Kick's coming in. Ooh, very close to dropping it there, but handled well by Mariah Pratt. And we're back to the 22, so not an awesome position to be in defensively again, but at least we're at the 22 and not the try line. Good ball speed again from MB. And another good break, too. We're on a gain again. PEI's got to get organized on defense here, which they looks like they are. This is a great hit. Great hit behind the gain line to stop the momentum a little bit there. Refs letting that one play on, a little bit messy at the ruck time, but PEI with an awesome turnover. Came from an awesome tackle, which I believe was from the number 10, but it's hard to see the numbers actually a little bit on their jerseys. But a great tackle nonetheless, a double in fact. A mature exit actually from PEI. Really well done. Great turnover. Kept it clean and simple for the exit, and now we're back in the NB half for the first time, I think, for a while. This is a good return, though. It's a good tackle, but it is an overall good return. This is not a bad position here. Forward's a little good interplay there with the tip pass and a big run by the number 3. That's awesome. Yeah, another good tip off too. The handling from NB has been awesome so far. Another great tackle to kind of stop the momentum from PEI. So you can see that they're definitely like trying to get up and stop the momentum when they're feeling it. But NB is just carrying so strongly. And they actually end up conceding. So great work from PEI. Under a ton of pressure through that like 5 minutes of rugby, but
that's great.
Yeah, staying really organized and just great hits. Like there was a few key moments there. You can see like maybe just a few of the players on PEI like this is the time. I'm going to step up here and get a big hit behind the gain line, and it really changes things a lot. And you can kind of see it there. So, you know, in terms of the whole sequence, MB goes from what should have been a score to now we're back at a PEI line at a halftime with it, or at half. Sorry. Not halftime, in the matter of like a few minutes. So great work from PEI.
Great work from you, Emrys. You're doing really well.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you for jumping in here. We've been
absolutely
trying to keep the commentary going all day, and we've been successful. And thank you for helping us out here.
No problem at all. I was here because I told my boys they needed to stay. We're not leaving till later. Another clean lineup from PEI. We're getting it into the wider channels quickly. It looked almost forward, yeah, I believe it was. He was calling it forward because they were already playing advantage. But it was a little bit of a forward pass. But they're playing advantage. So PEI is going to retain the ball here. We do want to see likely a kick out of bounds so they can get to playing in NB's half.
The ref is from New Brunswick, I believe, Justin.
Yes, Justin. I only really know him as Knuckles.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been ref by him a few times, and I'm not from Fredericton because I know he's from Fredericton, and I always just hear people call him Knuckles, so that's how I know.
I didn't hear that before. He spent some time up here at MUN, I believe, Memorial University.
Did he now?
A couple of years ago, yeah. He was here. I think he was living here for a while.
Well, I've actually been super impressed by the refereeing so far on the weekend. It's been really consistent and awesome. So I do want to give credit to the refs this weekend. It's been really good. PEI throw here. We're faking the front. This should be easy. Yep, good retention. This is a great carry. This is a great carry from the 8 in the middle of the field to get them front foot. And we're attacking blindside now, which is great. So we're really compressing and squeezing the NB defense here. NB staying really disciplined though and keeping that width on defense, which is great to see, even though this is good interplay from PEI. Good recycling again. Oh, a little chip kick into the corner here. This is expansive and a good idea. Just doesn't get quite the bounce. Great play, though. It was a good heads-up play and not a bad idea. And they still end up with great field position, so it's really a win-win situation. Best case scenario, goes straight to hand, and you're in the corner. So MB did get a little bit squeezed there, and you could see the back three was definitely under pressure to join the line, right? So, you know, that's what can happen when you're really compressing the defense in the middle of the field. So good job by PEI. They've really bounced back from that kind of like early deficit they had. And it is an NB throw here. PEI could put a lot of pressure on this, but it looks like they're going to contest the front. And they kind of meet them in the front here. So it's not super clean coming out and not straight. So NB actually gets away with one there, a little get out of jail free card. Without sounding too negative, I do believe that they probably should have tried to get a little bit behind the front boost. They looked like they were trying to just contest the front, and MB easily could have probably gone a little bit behind the front, and it would have been a cleaner lineup for them, especially when they're just trying to get out of their end. So they're kind of putting themselves under pressure, but worked out because they got the knot straight. So we'll see what happens here. Or was it not straight? PEI has the ball. I thought he was calling not straight on the PEI throw. So something else must have happened there that I missed, so I'm not sure.
We're a good distance away, so.
Yeah, so PEI does have the ball here. It's sitting at the back of the scrum. They're attacking. They want to attack the line shallow, and a great switch there. And we're right at the line. Can we recycle? We're calling advantage. I couldn't really see what the call is. I just see the straight arm. It might have been a double movement.
Okay.
But I'm not really sure, or maybe not releasing, because she did get caught up in like a bit of a weird angle there, like almost like she was on her knees and trying to get them to release the tackle. As you know, most people would know, you have to release the tackle when they're to the knee. So it kind of looked like she got caught up in that position. Maybe that's what happened there, is maybe she was just holding on too long. But it's kind of hard to see the arm signal from here a little bit. So once again, we're kind of back in the same situation. NB's at set piece on their own 5. They should try to keep it simple here and just get any distance off the park as they can, with also a light drizzle coming down now, so it might be harder to play the ball. Oh, a little bit of a juggle. She's under pressure here. Oh. Ooh, kick slightly touched his back. So now PEI has the ball, and a few broken tackles. We're right at the line again. It's going to be held up there. She's under the body. It's for sure held up. Yes, it is. So referee's in a great position to call it there again. Great job by MB. Absorbing the pressure. Got the rain just started kind of coming down, so I think maybe they were caught off guard by it by a little bit because we had a mishandle. But once again, they get the 5-meter dropout here. Should try to get this beyond the 22 if we can with a good chase. It's a low kick, kind of an awkward one to take a little bit. Falls to PEI cleanly though, and we're moving it. That's good. There's great attack here. This is looking really dangerous. A broken tackle on the outside. And she gets the offload off through the tackle for the try. Great heads-up play from PEI on the counterattack there. It wasn't the best kick we could get off the 5, and you can kind of see the result there. PEI gets to attack really quickly, really shallow, with not a lot of space to be able to cover for MB. So PEI does a really good job punishing the shallow kick, and with some great handling too. I can't remember the number, but I feel like it looked like number 20. I'm not really sure, but she had a great just fix and feed, got through the tackle, ball through the arms, and offload to the outside. Just a clean run for the try.
Great action. Yeah, 5-0 now, PEI.
Yeah, this game has turned really quickly. The first 5 minutes were super NB dominated, and PEI has done really well staying composed and just capitalizing on the mistakes, really, from NB. But I say that, I don't want to take credit away. They have been making great plays as well.
Here we go, kick.
So, but it looks like it's wide left a little bit. Not a bad strike, though. Like I said, with this little drizzle coming down now and that slight wind, it's very awkward to get those 2 points.
Not the only thing that's changed here today, Emrys. The weather, we were quite warm when we showed up here this morning, and it's downright chilly here now.
It was very hot. But I did have the foresight to pack a sweater.
Yeah, me as well.
So I got it on. Curtis is borrowing my coat, though. I don't know if you know Curtis. But
no, I don't.
He has my raincoat. So
you don't need it up here.
I just want you to know that I'm a really nice guy.
We are under a tarp here. So as long as the rain comes straight down, we'll be okay.
Like I said, it's super nice up here. So anyways, MB is going to be definitely looking to get some momentum back here. So it starts with a good kick. They do have some very athletic backs on this side and an athletic back row. So I'm hoping they kind of look to kick to the right side here and have a chase, but it maybe looks like they're going left. And it is off to the left. Taken well by PEI. And we are far outside the 22 here, so PEI is going to look to play. Is it stolen, though? It looks like it is. NB's done some great work at the ruck there and stolen the ball. That's another big run. Emily Duffy is having a great game so far, just carrying with force. Another great break. And we're through on a gain as well. Ball gets bobbled a little bit and kicked, though, so I believe it's still playable. Great chase from Mariah Pratt, and the tackle's down. They're being very aggressive at ruck time right now, NB. It looks like they really want to get the ball back and get back in this game. Ball eventually does fall with PEI, though. Once again, another very calm exit. So PEI's exited really well. Oh, my God, and that's a great roll. Sometimes that's just rugby, man.
Yep. Bounce.
Sometimes that's just rugby. That ball rolled from, it felt like the 10 all the way to the other 10, and it ends up being an amazing exit. Basically a gain of 30 yards or 30 meters.
It's a game of bounces.
Yeah. So a really good exit, and now NB has to play out of their own half. So would like to kind of see NB maybe change up the pace a little bit, maybe change up a little bit of strategy. They're really, really relying on that kind of 3-pod from the forwards right now. And Emily Duffy is carrying absolute force right now. So, you know, she's getting through a ton of work, but maybe they're keying on her, but that's not straight. Yeah, and as the call comes in, for sure. So not executed at line-out time, unfortunately. And it, you know, once again, we talked about it. The line-out throwing is very awkward with this kind of just like low, like hanging wind. We've seen that in a lot of the games today, especially when it comes to those like middle back throws. So you've seen a lot of teams kind of adjust and really try to beat people to the front, try to move the line around, beat people to the front while threatening the middle. But the back really hasn't been an option all day for the most part. I think we've only seen a few.
I'd say the wind is peaking here today at this point in the day. It's the highest wind we've had.
Definitely. And it's very gray.
Very gray.
Very gray. We lost the sun. This is a solid scrum from both sides, very settled. A little slip ball out the back to the 10, and we got lots of space out here. The wing comes in on a switch, so we're definitely on a gain right now. And a great tackle to put it back. A PI is still on a gain, though, so if they recycle quickly here, it'll be good for them, which they do. Forcing a double tackle. So they're really making NB work here, and they're working both sides of the ball. Wow, great handles there. That ball looked like it was sailing right over PEI's player there. I can't see the number. Once again, it's very hard to see, but it was very well handled. And they're on a great momentum here again. Another great little inside ball. The interplay from PEI is wonderful. Not bad speed of ball here. Oh, looking to the wing, it was just a little bit of a shallow pass, but great idea. There was lots of space out there. And NB pulls out a turnover right away. I think it was off feet. The player kind of wanted to make up for a small mistake there and ended up just being off feet. So good catch from Knuckles. Good catch from Knuckles. It is nice to commentate from up here because there's so much space, but it is kind of hard to see sometimes. The numbers on PEI are a little bit hard to see.
They are. They're two-tone.
So when they're a bit over the far side there, it's a little bit hard to see.
Ball's coming up.
Bit of a short kick.
Yeah, the numbers are two-tone. They're a little bit...
yes. So PEI, if you're hearing me, maybe...
From distance, they're hard to see.
Bright pink or bright yellow numbers for me, personally. MB would have liked to see a little bit more on that kick, but once again, awkward win, so it's going to happen. I'm seeing all my players running by. They're distracting me. They keep like smiling at me, saying I look funny because I'm standing up and I want to see the whole field. So.
Are you missing the dinner?
No, the dinner's later. We got the Sobeys subs.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh, that's unfortunate. A little handling error. She kicks it off. So NB can play it here if they retain, which it looks like they will. They're looking to get outside. It's just, they're just forcing it a little bit here. Not quick to support there. That should be PI over the ball, but there was a knock first, so it's all good. Had there not been a knock, PI definitely is coming up with the ball there. A little slow on support. Maybe they were just kind of expecting the call, so they didn't really come in, which does happen. I mean, we've all been there. We've been on the field. We're like a little tired for that ruck. We'll take the knock, sir. We'll take the knock. So another scrum. Last scrum was really good. I think the referee was probably pretty happy with it. It was very steady on both sides. Both the front rows on these teams are having a great game so far. Both big carriers, and the scrums have been really good. So hopefully it stays of a high quality. NB is definitely poised to attack here. They have quite a few layers in attack on this left side here. So it definitely looks like they're going to have a running game here. A nice tight line out the back, which has bit, but the quality of the pass on the second pass is not that good, so it doesn't go to hand. A great recovery from the 11, though, on NB, with a great little pass off the deck, too. So we've turned it into a really good phase here. I'm just super bad with names, unfortunately. I keep looking down and I'm looking.
We don't have any of the NB roster.
Well, I actually have the NB roster in front of me.
No, the PEI. Sorry.
We don't have PEI's roster, but I do have NB's roster. I know some of the players, but I don't know all of them. And I have a really hard time looking down at a piece of paper and then trying to find the name and then try to say stuff.
Oh, you're doing fine, Emerson.
So
really contributing to the broadcast here.
Really sorry that I can't get everybody's name exactly right, but you know, Doing our best. My first time.
You're doing amazing.
Maybe if I had more prep time, I'll be like, I'll memorize the rosters next time. That's probably the way to go for me. So while I was yapping, I kind of lost is it a PEI lineup? Can't really see from yet. It looks like it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be PEI lineup. And in a good position here. It's funny, it feels like NB has had a lot of the possession of the game, but just haven't really been able to capitalize on it yet. So it feels like they're building, but these small mistakes are kind of just holding them back right now. PEI, credit to them, they are forcing them, and they are capitalizing on them. So we got the classic 5-man here. A good fake at the front, and so NB's not going to get a good contest, so it's a clean ball for PEI. Ooh, small handling error there from our first receiver, unfortunately. So it's going to be a scrum to NB. And we are at the 20-minute mark. I believe these games are 60 minutes.
30-minute half.
30-minute half. So 10 minutes to half. So we're just over halfway of the half.
On the stream screen, my clock says 20 and change. So
yeah,
just under 10 minutes left.
Yeah. So it's definitely been an interesting half of rugby. You feel like NB won't be super happy with it so far because they feel like they probably should have came away with more points based on how they've played well in phase play. Once again, they're definitely set up to play here. So it looks like they're going to run, which they are. A little tricky play, but PEI reads it really well. So body on body right now. Tried to throw the little Sunny Bill, as we say, out the back there, but it kind of just didn't go to hand. Ball's out quick, though, so they got to be urgent with it. Another handling error.
Knock on.
Yeah, you can kind of see that drizzle starting to have an effect on the game. This is the point in the game where you really hope your leadership group kind of comes in and say, hey, you know what, guys, it's getting a little wet. We're not really able to handle it. Maybe we got to pull everything in a little bit and just keep it safe. Maybe let's just test them up front. Just one pass catch. Let's have a run, see what happens, and make that adjustment. So PEI is actually in a really good position here. A scrum middle just outside the 22, or really in between the 22 and the 10, is a really good attacking position. It is NB. It's not NB ball, but they are kind of lining up like it is, but it's not. So they're quite deep in defense right now. So PEI's got a ton of space to work with here. Immediately on the gain line with another great carry from the wing on PEI into the 22. So really good from the set piece. This is a great tackle. Great tackle. Forces basically to come back to the advantage. So couldn't really see what the call was. High tackle. Looks like a high tackle. I missed that one myself, but a great carry from the PEI wing. I think NB might have been a little bit confused there. I think they thought the backs maybe thought they had the ball because they were lined up like they were going to attack. They were quite deep, and they weren't flat at the 5-meter line. So now PEI has an amazing opportunity here. Line out right on the 5. I don't know if they have a maul in their arsenal, but there's been a lot of chat about the maul lately, especially with some of the law clarifications around it. So it's been a tool that we've seen in the international games, at least, used a lot to great effect. So, and I've seen some teams this weekend use it to great effect as well. So I'm not sure if PEI has that in their arsenal a little bit, but we'll see.
We'll find out.
Yeah. They are just doing a 5, though. They are just doing a 5. So the maul's unlikely with a 5. Usually when you see a 5-man, you're not going to really see a maul. It's just it's not really super common. You'll probably see the maul more when they go to a 6+1, where they're basically adding the extra forward as the +1 to be the 9 in the lineout so they can have the extra weight on. So it doesn't look like a maul is probably coming up here. But maybe they'll go for the 5 and trick them out. That is part of the mind games. Fake front to the middle again, clean ball. They are going to the maul. So they are going quickly to the maul. But NB meets it very well. It just didn't get going fast enough for PEI, and that's the risk you take with the 5-man maul. But they do get it out, and they're still close to the line, so it's a great attacking position. They're going for the pick and go. A little high in the carry, so we didn't get over the line here, but they're going to continue. Slowing it down now. It's met well by NB there, shut down immediately. But they're going to keep to it. PEI staying very patient here, which is good. Going back to advantage. Not releasing. So a slow release from NB, just a little bit ill-disciplined there, but they get another shot at it. Quick tap off. Carrying a little bit of a boost from PEI there, trying to get their player over the line, but met well. They have good numbers here. It's a short tip pass from the 10 to the 12. They're just short of the line, like a meter short. Oh, almost lost the ball, but juggled it well. She's right on the line, right on the line, right next to the post. NB is showing their stuff here on defense a little bit. They don't want to concede another try. 2, 3 bodies maybe in that tackle there. Oh, a little bit of indecision from PI there. Drop ball, so we're trying to regain what we had. Oh, looked like she was maybe going to get through there. It's just stopped. MB is really holding on here. Ball's out. Again, a missed pass. Ball goes to hand to the wing. What a great play. Beautiful step in. I believe that's the 12 from PEI. Just stepped in between the two defenders and forced that outside defender to make that decision. And unfortunately, the decision was a bite. So the ball was really clean to go over, and it was a straight walk-in for the wing. So, and I believe that's kind of similar to how PEI scored their other try, actually. So PEI's working the fringes of the field very well. Very, very well. This is a very tough kick, though.
A little bit of wind to help, but it is a tough kick.
Yeah. If she can kind of float the ball almost in front of the post to the right side, the wind does carry it inwards. So hopefully she kind of knows to like adjust the ball a little bit. But everyone has their own thing. You know, everyone has their own style. I won't pretend that, you know, I know everything about kicking because I don't. But yeah, I definitely want to see like a little bit more catered towards the right post here so that the wind that's pulling that way can kind of push it in just gently. It's actually a decent strike. Oh, off the post.
That's the third post today.
Yeah, it was a good strike. It was a good strike. Just unfortunate there. So, yeah, it's going to sit at 10-0 for PEI. 2 tries, no converts yet.
3 posts today.
3 posts.
All on this end, too.
Yeah. We saw some really good kicking from some of the other teams. There's been some very good kicking on display this weekend so far, which you'd love to see. You know, I'm personally, like I said, unfortunately, I'm an England fan, so I probably see a little bit too much kicking as of late. But like to see it here. It's been going well.
So update the score here. So
yeah. So it's just before half here. We're looking at like around 4 or 5 minutes to half. NB would love to get on the board here just to have a bit of momentum going in the second half because I feel like they deserve it. And but it's been all PEI for the last 10 minutes, that's for sure. So another short kick. It's not regathered, but PEI does have it themselves. A little messy at ruck time. Ball's out. We're going to the kick, and there's tons of space. So they're under a ton of pressure here. NB player goes to try and kick it up, but it's not handled, so it does end up in NB's hands. NB's working. I mean, I feel like that was offside, but maybe I shouldn't say so. Feels like she was very quick, but NB reads it well. Up into the middle of the field. It's a good attacking position here. Trying to work to the ball the outside here, but it's not going so well. Oh. Maybe they need to test them up the middle a little bit more. Just need to look to clean it up here, it looks like. A big hit in the middle of the field. That's a momentum killer. It does go the other way, though.
PEI player.
Off feet there, I believe. Oh, yeah.
PEI player.
I think that's what he's signaling, but it looks like she kind of just like dove over the ruck trying to get the ball, but.
No, we have a PEI player here.
Oh, PEI player down. I thought you were talking about the call. My fault.
Field.
So there'll be a little bit of a medical break here.
Hopefully she's okay.
Sorry about that. Didn't mean to talk over you there. You're talking about 2 different things.
You're doing fine.
Yeah, so I'll tell you a fun fact though. I did pick my name.
Okay.
And I get Everest a lot.
Everest.
And I get Emery. And I get.
But it's Emrys.
I get Emrys. It's Emrys. So EMRYS.
Nice name.
Yeah.
Good handle.
Yeah. Didn't like my old one, so just felt like the new one. And it's very, very confusing for most people. When I was like, oh, when we book the flights, make sure you don't use my pick name. Make sure you use my legal one. So.
She's on her feet.
Yeah, looks like it. It's not looking good, though. It definitely looks like there's going to be a replacement here, which there is. The 16 from PEI is coming to replace. Off on the field on our own 2 feet, though, so we like to see that. We definitely don't want to see more than that, which is, I don't believe we've had any like kind of serious injuries really this weekend so far, which is a blessing.
Far, no. Touch wood.
Yep. Wood, metal. Wood.
No,
is this German?
No wood
composite wood, maybe?
There's wood right here.
Oh, wood stool. We got it.
We found wood.
Just so everybody knows, we have knocked on wood. So it's all good. So it will be NB's possession, middle of their 22 here. They're going to tap and play. They're not going to look for the kick. So very ambitious from NB to play in their end like this. It is the middle of the field, though, so fair enough. It is very hard to make touch from the middle of the field. You can just feel it, though. They just want to score so
That's
bad
right.
because they've been so good in the interplay when they've had the ball. It's just coming down to small mistakes and discipline for them. Great ball speed. And another good carry in the middle of the field. Once again, squeezing and putting a lot of pressure on the PEI defense, but not making a ton of gain. They're very risky playing their own end. Ball doesn't go straight to hand. It's a little messy again. We're trying to clean it up, straighten it up a little bit. Another good carry. Another great carry gets him outside the 22 here. It's a little static, but it's another big carry from Emily Duffy. I mean, just give her the ball. You need something to happen, just give her the ball right now. She's having an unreal half. Lucy with the little snipe. Lucy Bro on the little snipe there.
Almost
with a
got clear.
Yeah, nice little pass off. Sorry, my bad. That's the inexperience.
There's no bleep button here. Emers.
Yeah, my fault. That's the inexperience, though. It's recovered well by MB, actually. So MB actually comes up with the ball on the nice kick with a little bit of a gain. They do need to break the game open a little bit here, which it looks like they almost are. Barely tackled there, right at the halfway line. It's a turnover. Ill discipline at the ruck again, just late on the support. So the PI player, I actually believe that's the replacement that just came on. So she came on, number 16 from
16
PI.
came on.
Yeah, made an immediate impact on a great steal there, was just right over the ball. PI is electing to end the half. Yeah. Cool.
All right, we'll take a little break. Emrys, you are doing amazing.
Thank you.
I think,
except for my one.
one miss.
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad.
But stick around, folks. We've got the second half of this game and one remaining game in the U19 women's division coming up at 7 p.m. Newfoundland time, 6:30 Maritimes. It'll be the Nova Scotia 1 team who started the tournament today at 12 against Newfoundland, playing NB2. That will be their first game.
Yeah, and I believe
tournament.
That's the Nova Scotia U19s versus the NB U18s. I believe it was.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's right. You're
Yeah,
right.
that's
The NS ones, yeah.
Yeah, so it definitely will be interesting. Both teams, if people didn't know, do have a U19 and a U18 team.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
which
got
is
that.
very positive when you look at the numbers. It's amazing.
That's amazing.
That they can field two teams. So
Yep.
we'd love the boys to get there. Wouldn't that be special?
It would be. So we'll take a little break, and we'll be right back. So we're back, Emrys, for the second half. The PEI Abbies leading 10-0 over the Spruce of New Brunswick.
Yeah, the first half was definitely really interesting. You felt like NB should have come away with more.
Yes.
PEI was very resilient and made the most of the NB mistakes. So the wind is now favoring NB. So you probably want to see them use it. They're definitely going to be hungry to get a score on the board early, for sure. They want to feel like the momentum's coming back to them in this game. So expect to see them be very aggressive here, especially if they retain the kickoff. And it's a deep kick, which I like that choice. So we're in the 22. We're going to have the immediate kick back. It's a little bit of ping pong. It's handled well by NB, so it's a net gain off the kickoff. And this is a good carry. Some good interplay there from NB with the small passing. Another good carry. Ball speed is decent. And it's out the back again. It's read well by PEI, though. There's a bit of a lift there, but she's handled well. Didn't take her to ground upside down or anything, so that's good. 9 attacking off the base. Great tip line. But PEI is meeting it well. They're staying really well organized in defense. Another Duffy carry. Emily Duffy. Oh, my. Every time she's touching it, she is destructive right now. Decent ball speed. This is great defense from PEI again, though. They're shooting out, so the gap opens up. And the NB12 is off to the races. Another big gain. The advantage is being played to NB as well, so a bit of a free play. Which it is not going back yet, sorry. Not going back yet. They're continuing on. About 5 meters into the 22 here. Another ball's out. NB is really shooting out of the line here, which is kind of opening up those gaps for NB. You can see it. So they're getting another small gain. Emily Duffy on the carry again.
Wow.
Again. Oh my, she's
going.
still going. Breaking tackles. She's right up just under the 5 meter line, so 2 meters out maybe. NB concedes. Concedes a penalty there. I think it was off feet. So Emily Duffy is just carrying freakishly good right now. Literally every time she is touching it, 5-10 meters. Automatic. And I mean, if she can keep it up for the whole game, why not, right? So we're going to come back to the advantage that's being played. The original advantage. So there was a high tackle back, which maybe there's AR intervention there a little bit. Because it seemed like he had basically stopped playing the original advantage and let PEI get the turnover closer to the line, but we're going all the way back. So definitely an AR call in there on something. I'm not sure what it was. Probably a high tackle, usually what it is. So the tap and go is off. It's in Emily Duffy's hands again, and she's been electric this game. Another good carry. It's taking 3 girls to take her down every single time. Ball speed is good. They're recycling really well from MB here. You can just feel they just need this one. PEI is just staying so resilient, though. It's really, really great contested rugby right now. The little pick, looking to speed it up. You can see tactically she's going straight to ground to just force the speed of the ball. Emily's got it in her hands again.
Just
Emily
pushing her in.
Yep. Great boost. Great boost from MB there, or the spike. Different terminologies for that one. Oh, it's a great read from the PEI outside back. Just bit in and just read the play was coming and just immediately got up in the space and made a great hit. Is that Emily Duffy again? She is all over the place right now. It's recycled well, and it kind of pops out. PEI reacts really quickly. I thought she was going to walk in there. Emily Duffy on the pick again.
That's a try.
Oh man, Emily Duffy with the try.
She earned that one, Emrys.
Yes. What was it? 6 carries?
At
6
least.
carries in the 22 here. And that, for a prop, that's an amazing work rate. You got a hats off to Emily Duffy there. She is willing that try to happen. So after all that, a huge build up, and probably not the first half they wanted. Emily Duffy has come up with the score, which is great. So, and she is, currently definitely the woman of the match, 100%. She has carried so much and just gained so much, so she's doing really well. But you know what? I'll say that. NB has supported her really well. We saw the boost there. So if anybody doesn't know, really, we say boost or spike is kind of like when someone's carrying and then your support player just hits you and carries you on as well, and basically they boost you through the contact, right, to kind of get those extra 3 meters or so, which you saw there.
Saw it a couple times there.
Yeah, so MB's doing a really good job in the support play of their carrier. So they know the game plan. They're like, you know what, Emily's making great ground here. Let's just keep supporting her. Let's just keep getting her through, right? And it actually worked out really well for that try. Ooh, the nice strike there, and it just curls back
Really
in.
nice boot.
Use the wind well there. Just a slight one now, though. It's kind of it's kind of like down a little bit.
It did drop off.
Yeah, not like a swirl anymore. It's just like kind of that slight breeze, but it's still pushing like to the left side of the
She
field.
used the wind a little bit there for sure.
Absolutely. So, MB after all that now makes it within 3, which honestly you probably have to be pretty happy you're scoring within the first 5 minutes after that first half. So definitely there's probably going to be a feeling in the MB camp that they're 100% back in this game. So you will see them probably playing with a lot of confidence here. PEI has done really well to hold them off and make them earn it, though. Another deep kickoff. I also like this option again with the wind and a little bit of wetness. Carried back up. Immediate discipline at the ruck. That's poor, unfortunately. You really don't want to see that off the kickoff. We're trying to play a bit safer there. Not really sure what happened, but it looked like off feet. So PEI is going to end up in a good position here on the touch kick. And it's a good kick. It's a really good kick. It's basically at the 5 meter line for the lineout. So NB with with PEI with the immediate response. We'll see if they can come up with here. Now, we were just talking about it. They did do the 5-man maul, which you did see kind of got blown up by NB the last time, just because like that's what I was talking about. With 5, you don't really have the power and the structure behind that maul. So it's very easy if you contest it on the ground instead of in the air to really push it back. So the good thing that could happen here is they probably just shouldn't jump. They should just look to hit, knowing that they probably are going to go to the maul again. So they should stay on the ground here and just hit, hopefully. But I'm not the coach.
We'll see. Once again.
Just a personal preference, I guess. They've done this fake at the front, middle many times. It is going to the maul again. And see, there's immediate hit from MB, so they're going to pull it out right away, but that's a good heads-up play from the 9 on PEI. So we're almost at the 5 meter line. We're working the blind side here, and NB is really narrow in defense, so it's a good place to exploit. There's still tons of space on that side. They're slowing it down now. NB's done a good job at slowing down the ball, but there's a major threat PEI right now still. Edging our way up to the line. We're 2 meters out, it looks like. Oh, tried once again for the little Sunny Bill out the back pass and didn't go to hand. On the back foot here, trying to reorganize PEI. Ball doesn't go to hand again. They're just a little frantic right now. So NB's got a bit of a gain on the defense there. Well met there. The front row opposition. There's a steal there for NB. So they come out and see what they do with the turnover here. They probably want to get it off the park here. Yeah, well, they're kicking to a great space, actually. They've seen the space in behind. There's a great chase from the NB wing. Tons of pressure there. Sorry, the NB 22. So good pressure here. Ball's kicked out there, so that's a penalty there. You can't use your feet in the ruck like that. So ball's gone to ground. It's a kicked out by, I believe, the NB 13. And so that's an immediate penalty. So well picked up by Knuckles again. Justin, sorry. Like I said, I only know him by Knuckles. My fault. Sorry, Justin, if you're listening. If you don't like me saying
He'll be
Knuckles,
listening later.
If you don't like me saying Knuckles, I apologize and I won't do it again.
Once again, we'll be posting the games. The game replays will be posted on YouTube. Probably later this evening once we get around to uploading them. And those links are on the Atlantic Championship page on our nlrugby.ca website. So have a look for the game replays, folks. They'll be up for the rest of the time in YouTube.
Oh, miscommunication there for PEI at the lineout. Not straight, I believe. Yeah, not straight. So it's just going to be an NB scrum. Little miscommunication there. You could see that the jumper was expecting the lift in the middle, but they obviously were probably trying to go back to that fake. They've done that fake in the front and the middle boost quite a bit. So I believe that the jumper was kind of expecting that again and then just went to jump and she had no one behind her. So we're back to the scrum, but the scrum's been excellent this game. So the scrum's been a really good platform for some entertaining rugby, so hopefully it continues. both front rows are working really hard in the game. And is it NB put in? It's clean, and it's in quickly as well. A little bit of an errant pass. We get the kickoff anyways, though, so this is decent. It's well handled by the NB15 or PI15. I believe that's offside. Yeah, offside. Probably didn't retreat at the scrum. So that can happen a lot out of the scrum. Ball goes out the back. You're getting out of the scrum as a forward. Your instinct is to chase the ball, unfortunately, but you need to turn around.
Right.
You need to turn around and retreat. They've really focused on that in the last couple of years with the offside laws and really forcing people to turn around and actually go back to where they need to be onside. So they don't let you errantly kind of just walk around in the middle with your hands up anymore.
Right.
So that's kind of what you saw there. Just a little bit of a blunder, a little bit, just a small one. But it unfortunately does give PI a really good attacking position here. They're really not looking at the blind side at all, though. So unfortunately, and NB is still thinking it might go there. But if PI goes left here, based on how it's set up, they will absolutely have a man advantage. These situations are very hard to read, though, so different strategies and stuff like that. Some people like to leave the wing on the blind regardless, just in case there's a pick, and they can use their 9 to play the inside defender on the 10. So it kind of looks like that might be what NB's setup here is a little bit. Penalty to PI at the scrum. So as I just said, the scrum's been really well contested. There's a penalty. An immediate tap from the replacement prop on PI. Gets them on the front foot. NB's not organized on defense there, so they're taking advantage of a great carry right up to the line. It's just a meter short. Great recycling from PI, and it's out quickly. Another tight line from the center, and we're at the post pads. Great recycling again. This is super dangerous. This is almost surely a try.
There you go.
Yeah, it is. And a try to PI. That was really well worked from PI. They reacted super quickly to the penalty at the scrum. He had the immediate tap to get on the front foot, and you could just see it. It wasn't really New Brunswick's fault necessarily, but it's really hard to get reorganized on defense from that kind of pace. So you saw that a little bit. And well handled by PI to just get it out where there was space on the far left wing there. There was a great carry in the middle from the PI center that kind of set it up towards the post pad. Really sucked in the NB defense, and then it was just free on the left.
Emrys, great analysis, great calling, man. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm having fun.
I'm a camera guy and
fun.
Producer here.
Yeah, having fun, having a good time.
You're doing awesome.
It's actually been a good game.
And it's been a great game.
Yeah.
The closest game we've had here yet today.
Yeah.
So. And stick around, folks. I know there are lots of people viewing right now. It's the 7 p.m. game will be the last game of the day. U19 women, Nova Scotia 1, Celtics, NB2, Spruce will play the last game of the day here at 7 o'clock Newfoundland time.
Looks like there will be a change for PI, just catching that. It's like a front row replacement.
Okay. Convert was wide there, wide and short.
So we're sitting at 15-7 to PI. So yeah, one of the number 3 on PI is being replaced. Couldn't see the number of the replacement player, but there is a replacement. That much I know.
It's getting really dark here at the pitch.
Yeah, the skies are very gray. It feels like it really should be coming down with rain. But
it's
not quite yet.
Quite dark here now.
Yeah. So how will NB respond? They have about 18 minutes. So lots of time. Lots of time.
Plenty of time.
Yeah. It is importantly, it is a 2-score game. So when you get to that, magic number of 8 points, it is a 2-score game. At minimum, you need at least a converted try and another score. So it's a good position for PEI. Even though the score looks close, it's actually further than it seems. PEI handles the kickoff well, and they immediately are going to the attack. They really want to play in their own end. PEI is just playing in their own end, and they're getting great gains out of it, so why not? Oh, we go to the kick here. That's a little bit of a change-up. She knew she was playing advantage, which is why the kick came, so very smart, actually, from the PEI 9. You might as well, when you're playing advantage, right?
Free one.
Have the kick in, free one, as they say, right? So it was well read by the PEI 9. So another good kickoff reception from PEI. NB is, you can kind of see they're struggling with the discipline issues at the moment. Ball is kept in play, though, off the penalty, so got a little greedy with the kick and didn't get it out. It is mishandled, though. Looks like there might be a tackle off the ball there, but calling it fair could be. They were both kind of contesting the ball a little bit. but it looks like it's play on. But NB does come out with the ball, so we're going short side with the 2-on-2 here.
Big hit.
Great handoff by Mariah Pratt. Great handoff. She's got to be careful on the ground there, though. You could see that he was almost going to call the double movement there, but then PEI retained possession, or got possession back, sorry. Little knock on. NB comes up to the ball, so it's a bit play on, but it will be a knock on. You could see the whistle was in his mouth, and he was right about to play, right about to blow up that double movement. It looked like on the ground from Mariah Pratt, but PEI did get the steal, so almost suffering from success there a little bit. You might have wanted the penalty there. Would have been a good position to kick to the corner here, like from that penalty, because it was about 15 meters out on the 22 almost. So pretty easy kick to get it to the 5, but we're at the scrum with NB ball. So I feel they might be a bit fortunate there, which is okay. Sometimes you get lucky in rugby too. We will see what NB does with it though. They've been playing a lot in their own end here. Another clean scrum after the penalty. So we are going straight to the kick. It's going to be fielded by PEI easily though. Great return as well. Get some great hard meters there. PEI's organized well in offense. Really attacking the line there. Just putting so much pressure offensively right now. A great overline from the outside, bites the defender in, but an errant pass and goes straight to hand. She's on the break here. So she gets a clean break out the half or up to the 10, but she needs support. Support's arriving. I believe in the form of the scrum half there, but just a little too late. Just a little too late. So PEI did really well to kind of just get back on the scramble defense and get on the ball. And that's the result. So, sometimes those breaks are also a blessing and a curse. Sometimes you get away from your support and that can happen, right? But PEI did, credit to them, got on the ball very quickly. So they didn't give up on the play when the break happened and made sure that they didn't lose more than already happened, I guess. You can start feeling the physicality of the game a little bit. Some players
that was great action there. Yeah,
taking some time to get back because there's been some quite heavy physical phases there. Once again, the kick to touch from the middle is super difficult. So we get it to touch, but not much of a game.
Not much.
So PEI is going to play in their own half here, but granted, it's about 8 meters to the half, so not a terrible position. This is actually kind of one of those awkward positions in rugby where the defending team feels a bit safer because it is in the opposing half, but it also opens up the backfield a lot. And this is like kind of that area that when you kick into the backfield, it always ends up very close to the try line. So it's actually feels like a very dangerous spot when you're on defensively, even though it's in their end. Line out goes to hand cleanly. Well taken by PEI. They're looking to get expansive again already. They're really working it to the wings here. And a kick into some space to put them under pressure. It's handled well by NB. Let's see what they do with this position here. They're contesting the ruck really well, but there is a foot in there. It's play on still, though. Some knock-on advantage.
Knock-on there.
Yeah. I thought maybe she was going to get pinged for the foot in the ruck there a little bit. She was kind of, little gray area in the side maybe, and the foot got on the ball, but she got away with it, and that's okay. Ended up working out. It's going to be a PEI scrum, basically at the 45-meter line for NB, right between the 10 and the half. I would really, really love to see NB just stack their wing into the flat back line here and just really put their backs under pressure. They're really doing this deep coverage for the kick right now. You can see that the NB wing is very far back, but it almost would be an interesting adjustment to see her join the line and really put pressure on the NB or the PEI backs, because it feels like they're kind of doing whatever they want right now. They mishandle it there, though, as I'm saying that. So it gets out to the wing here, so still a little bit of space to work. We can see some footsies. It's a good carry. And they do end up with a net, small gain of, almost 2 meters from the original scrum. Both teams are really, really liberally using that nice 3-man pod shape. So you're really seeing those 3-man pods, sorry. Once again, good interplay from PEI. You can see that they're really narrowing the defensive NB by really attacking the middle here. So MB's really like having to be forced to come into the middle of the field. Another little kick it behind though, handled by the NB wing. It's play on, it's gone backwards. It's a great ruck. Great clear out from Mariah Pratt. PI player wasn't entitled to the ball there, and fortunately got a hit for it too, as well as the penalty against her, so double whammy. Let's hope we get a little bit more on the ball here. New Brunswick would love to be in their half for this next set piece, which they are. So they get it up to about the 10, or right on the 10 it looks like actually.
It's a good kick.
Yeah, good kick. That's kind of what you're looking for touch. Like a minimum of 20 meters is always nice, which kind of fit that mark there. So I feel like PEI is not being too pressured on defense right now. The NB shape is quite linear. Would like to see NB try something here. Just try something. Let's try something else. Like maybe we're going to throw a little switch in, or maybe we're going to throw a 4-man pod in or something like that. Maybe just a little bit of variety, kind of throw off the PEI defense because they've been stalwart, as the word goes. So we're back to the 5-man still running 5-man lineouts. Contested in the front here, and PEI gets that turnover. Once again, NB just meeting them at the jumper and making it a contested possession when they probably could go middle and get it a little bit easier. Great blindside attack here from PEI. They're really looking up, and this is a good carry, a really good carry. Old bobbles the ball there a little bit, and the supporting player comes in and just bashed off her knee a little bit, so it goes out of bounds off PEI. So NB escapes. They're going to have a line out here in their own half, though. So once again, it just feels like NB is getting suffocated by PEI right now. They just have no chance in the game, really, up to this point. They're just PEI shutting them down at every corner. They've been really good. What NB's been good at is the ball retention in offense, but PEI is just meeting them with really good defense. So it's just a really well-contested game. Good on it. It feels like it could go either way at any moment, honestly. So great lineup from NB there. Fixed it.
Great tight game here.
Fixed it. Little ball out the back as well. The slip pass, the pull pass. Just one too much there. So PEI gonna capitalize on the handling mistake. I believe she's gonna be played offside there. She's not. So she's actually recovered the ball. NB players recovered the ball. This has been turned over again by PEI. So there was a passing of the torch there a little bit, multiple times. I don't know still who's going to end up coming up with it. It's about two or three turnovers in a row. It does end up with PEI. Once again, they're threatening super hard. The carries are so strong from PEI. They're just inside the 5 now. Nice work from NB to draw the penalty at the ruck. They really committed to that ruck and tried to hold her up and got a great result out of it. So bailed themselves out with that one for sure. It is getting to end time though. So we're about 8-ish minutes from the end in a 2-score game. So it's a tough hill to climb when you're 8 minutes.
Yes.
Need 2 scores. You're on your 5.
Slippery night.
And you can see it, the desperation a little bit. They're playing it out. So they're playing it from their own end on the penalty. They're feeling confident. They want it. They want to get a big breakout here and get a big score. Someone's got to step up. It's been Emily Duffy really for NB in the first half, and now we need someone else. We need a big game changer here. NB is just contesting on defense so well. They have been so good defensively this game. Going to the box here for NB. Just wanted to get it off the park. Yep. They're feeling the pressure. Yeah, credit to PEI, also NB, but PEI. They're up in score, but it really feels like it's come from the defense. Like they're truly putting it to work. Defense is the best offense type thing right now because They are just relentless on defense, absolutely relentless, and they're well organized on defense. You can hear even from up here the girls chatting a lot on defense, which is what you need. So they're very well connected. So very deserving of their position right now.
So the stream clock is just about to hit 24 minutes on the half, so just over 6 minutes left in the game.
Back to this 5-man maul. It's sheared off immediately. It looks like PEI is really using it to just pull all the forwards in and immediately basically run the ball. And the rain's picked up again. PI ends up with another penalty. So discipline has been a huge issue for NB right now. They've taken a lot of penalties. This game. I'm actually kind of surprised that Justin is not really having a warning with them. So PEI goes to the quick tap again. Their forwards have been so well organized. These 3-man pods from PEI are destructive right now. Turnover for MB though. They must have got the rip out of the tackle. It was kind of hard to see.
She's away.
This is a breakout. This is what they needed. The support is there. So we're playing quickly here. Definitely recycled well if they can keep up the pressure here a little bit. Oh, it's met with another good tackle. PEI's defense again. Recycled really well though. NB's looking composed. They know they have to get a score. They almost have to get a score in this sequence or they're going to lose time. Ah, mishandled. So we're on the back foot again. That looked high. And I believe we're playing advantage for the high tackle. It almost looked head on head.
Oh.
Yeah, they were playing advantage. She went to the kick. Yeah, there was a high tackle there. Almost looked head on head. So it looks like everyone's okay though, so it's all good. Yeah, it's just tons of pressure coming in from PEI. It just feels like NB can't get anything going because they're being completely pressed right now. Completely pressed. NB's discussing what they want to do here. They're going to go to the tap again. Carried up to the 22. Discipline again. That has really been the changer. We're going for a quick tap there. She's not back 10, so there's going to be another advantage coming for PEI for sure. The replacement prop from PEI, who's had a really good game since coming on. Big carry into the middle. Just before the 5-meter line right now. They got numbers on the left here. Didn't go to hand. It was looking dangerous, but they are playing advantage, so they're going to come back. See, this is the warning. The warning's coming now. NB's discipline has been a problem for sure. But, it's not entirely their fault. They're also being pushed into it by PEI, so it's well played.
It's raining everywhere except where we're standing, Emrys.
Is it?
Well, a little bit of rain here.
Oh, yeah.
It started, but it's coming straight down, so it's not really affecting us under the perch here.
Yeah, definitely picked up a bit. So,
yeah.
Interesting. PEI has elected to take the scrum off the penalty here instead of the quick tap. They've been going to that quick tap a lot, especially in NB's end, but they're going to go to the scrum here. They're feeling confident in it. And their set piece has been good. So, warranted decision, I think. Saw them messing around with the scoreboard a little bit there. It went to 14 for a second. I was like, no, it's not.
I didn't see that.
It's definitely a 2-score game. Yeah, this is a really tough position for NB to be in when they know they have to get 2 scores. And, one of those scores almost has to be a kick unless you're going to get 2 tries in 2 minutes or whatever it is. That's a big ask. It can happen, though. It can happen. Rugby is one of those games that can just turn on its head really quick. Really quick. But with the PEI possession here, too, it's tough. NB is really going to have to be aggressive at ruck time when this ball comes out to really try and force a steal because it's almost their only option. Even if they potentially concede a penalty, it's almost like one of those go-for-broke situations. You have to contest at the ruck here. You need a steal. So, and it is senior, so they can push in the scrum and force a steal there too, but PEI has just been too solid there and the ball's out. Mishandle again, and it goes straight to the winger on NB. Can she cut in? She gets a great breakout, but she's well handled again. PEI players are tired. You can see they're slow to get back, but NB might be as well. We're just mishandling here. So we're on the back foot again. Immediate poach over the ball from the PEI player, but being told to let go. Felt like she was entitled to the ball there maybe, but she gets cleared out. So once again, a bit of a go for broke situation here for NB, the NB women. They need a try.
Last push here.
Yeah. It's hard to tell the exact time because it's always obviously in the referee's hands, but it's got to be less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, the stream clock is 1 minute left in the game.
Yeah. NB's electing to kick it. There wasn't really a chase constructed around it though, so it seemed maybe like a desperation move a little bit. And if PEI basically can just control the ball here, it's going to spell the end of the game for sure. But they have worked super hard defensively throughout the game, and they really stifled NB in the beginning of the game, like in the first half. It almost set the tone for the entire game where NB was looking really good offensively and just couldn't get it over the line.
Oh, big hit there.
Big hit. You can see NB still going for it. They're really still going for it, trying to force something. Little bit of fun handling there for PEI. Ends up in a good tackle. Another good carry. About a 6-meter carry there. PEI wants another one before the end of the game.
They do look tired, Emmers.
Yeah, there's definitely some tired ball. Yes, she's just
trying to
get it off. Ball's not off the field yet, though. It's a penalty. We'll see if NB just kind of elects to say, yeah, you know what, game's done here, or maybe they want to go for pride and make it a one-score game, which they can do. And, you know, we'd all like to see it because it's been a really good game, so they're just going to kick it off.
Yep.
So.
Great game, ladies. Really good game.
Really well-contested game. I think, like I said, the story of the game really was that NB came out firing offensively in the first half and just couldn't get over the line. Yep. Those small mistakes. There was that big pivotal moment in the first, like almost the first 5 minutes of the game where they had it held up after that great sequence. It was almost like a 12-phase sequence, had it held up, and then just couldn't get over the line. And almost like it felt like it just empowered PEI and just set the tone for the rest of the game, because the rest of the game, it just felt like they couldn't miss a tackle. They were all over NB. And a lot of their pressure came from the defense. So definitely a defense is the best offense type of game for PEI, and they should be very proud of that that effort there. NB stayed in the game, though, and really was working hard physically. It was a physical game. It was a very physical game, so well done to both teams.
Emmers, thank you very much.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's been a lot of fun having you up here.
Yeah, it was really good.
And
really
enjoy the rest of your weekend here. And we'll probably get you up again tomorrow.
Yeah, if you can force me up here. Yeah, no, we play quite early. We play quite early tomorrow.
Well, we'll be here. So
yeah.
But you did a great job. I really appreciate the contribution, and the analysis and the commentary was fantastic.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Really added to the broadcast. So we really thank you.
Yeah, happy to be back.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll take a break, and we'll be right back with the 7 p.m. game.